Hi, my name is Falashade Ajayi John.
My name is Ayomide Ajayi John. I'm the co-founder of Spondle.
Spondle is an AI-powered tool that helps parents take away the mental overload of planning their home. Spondle is like that assistant that you have at home that is able to remind you of tasks, prompt you about things to do for your child and for yourself as a family member. The idea of Spondle came to me when I worked as a teacher. I taught nursery school children, and I witnessed one of the most heartbreaking situations I'd ever had to see in my career. We had a Science Day presentation and we had invited parents to come and watch their children shine. Naturally, these kids were 3 years and under, so they were really excited to have their parents around. As the presentation was ongoing, I suddenly heard this loud cry in my class. "Where's my mommy? Where's my daddy?" It was this sweet little girl in my class called Lucy, who had not seen her parents, and she has seen other adults in the class. Now, we are conflicted to think that this problem is because the parents maybe don't love their children. In fact, it's because when life gets overwhelming, parents are not able to show up as much as they can. And so right there, when I saw Lucy crying, I told myself, I have to fix this problem. Something has to be done about it. And that's like where Spondle came from.
Initially, we thought it was conversational problems, so we wanted parents to be able to have conversations and get to find out what exactly is the cracks between them. And so we created some form of play cards that parents could exchange with each other. And then many of the parents who bought the products, the play card, then reached out to us again and told us, they would like for this to be digital. And so we started, trying to build it for digital. But then as soon as we started, fixing a digital conversational product, we soon learned that the problem was actually a lot more than just communication. There was work that, number one, there was that mental load and burden of running the household, right? Number two, there was no actual software. So one of the things that I found, based on my marketing background, is the fact that the businesses I've worked over the past 8 years in my marketing experience have ERP tools and CRM tools that they use to run the organization of the business. And those tools just makes everything efficient, fast. Communication is not breaking down. But I realized that with the household, there is nothing that exists in that sense. And so it was much more than just people talking to each other about what was going on. It was also much more than just having another productivity tool. It was more about how are we removing that burden with an operating system that actually plugs into every area of the family life. So we think about the family like an organization. So we use those things as the layer upon which households can then have a running partner that takes that mental load from your head, from both couples' head, and just syncs it in one place, and then proactively sends you a reminder when you need to know who should take on what task at what point in time, and just ensures that you're having a seamless conversation and communication on everything that is going on with the household.
There are tools for everything, there are apps for everything, but there is still no app to fix the problem of the household. And now what this does is it robs them of family time and leaves them with lots of family admin. And that's what we're doing with Spondle. It's because we've realized that the mental overload lies in the head of one person, which is always, most times, the woman. So she's tired, she's fatigued, she's not able to even bring herself to be used in society because she's constantly thinking about the home. And Spondle is here to bridge that gap of planning your home, having family time, and having fun together as a family. I mean, family is about fun. It's about relaxing and not all of the stress that comes with planning your home.
When we got deeper into the problem and the visible load that households face, what we found out was that first things first, the load was always oftentimes on one person, which is the woman.
I'm a woman. Before we started building Spondle, I know that largely the planning of our home has always depended on me because my husband waits for me to say, oh, let's do this thing or let's do that thing. So it's difficult. And so what that also does, it brings this resentment towards your marriage probably. It brings this lack of being able to work as fast as you can. In fact, some women don't go back to work after having children because they have to stay back at home to take care of their homes and their families.
Most people that get affected by this burden and load of the household are dual income families with children under the age of 12. And so that already set us in track to know who exactly we're fixing the problem for. When we ran the data, we realized that based on this time that is being lost, people are losing about 500 hours a year, cumulatively, which is about £7,000 being lost because there is no system that is actually running the household.
We have received funding from BGV, which is Betna Green Ventures, and we're so excited because the vision of Spondle is to become that operating system for the home, to be that guide that helps families plan their homes better and to take away that mental load from the head of one person and to make it actually real and usable. So any parents watching this video, I just want you to know that you are seen, and Spondle is here to fix that, to help you, to be that assistant, to be that extra person in your home that helps you plan your home so that you don't actually have to do the work. Go download Spondle on the App Store and the Google Play Store.